Baytown's Lee College.
And we're back live here from Navarro College. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the Lee College Runnin Rebels, they come in 7-1 on the year and 2-0 in conference play. They'll start at a guard spot. 6'4" sophomore from Maywood, Illinois, Proviso East High School, number 10, Brandon Jenkins, at a guard spot. 6-foot-tall redshirt freshman from Goose Creek Memorial High School in Baytown, Texas, number 15, Javante Cooper. At a forward spot, a 6'7" freshman from Port of Spain in Trinidad, number 33, Leston Gordon. At the other forward spot, a 6'6" freshman from Compton, California, is number 44, Andre Edwards. And in the middle, a 6'10" sophomore from Mirrabooka, Australia, number 23, Duop Reef. Head coach of the Running Rebels is Roy Champagne. His assistant coaches are Marcus King and Brian Courtney. For the Navarro Bulldogs, at a guard spot, a 6'4" sophomore from Brooklyn, New York, number 1, Tyler Whitehead. At a guard spot, a 6'3" sophomore from Buffalo, New York, number 2, Kiera Anderson. At a wing spot, 6'5" sophomore from Toronto, Canada, number 5, Jamar Martin. At a guard spot, a 6-foot-tall sophomore from Chester, Pennsylvania, number 11, Conrad Chambers. And at a forward spot, a 6'8" freshman from Newburgh, New York, number 32, Eric McCollum. Head coach of the Navarro Bulldogs is Mike Landers. Navarro comes in with a record of 5-6 on the year, 2-0 in conference play. Our officials for tonight's game, our head referee is Glenn Dixon. And the umpires will be Chris Gormley and Stuart Campbell. And the tip will be won by Lee College, and we're underway. Lee in the red with the white numbers, black letters. Nice pass inside. A shot up and no good from Brandon Jenkins. Out of bounds, it'll go over to Navarro. Outside to Chambers, Conrad Chambers. And the jumper no good on the baseline for Martin, for Hilaire, rebounded by Duop Reef. Here's a pull-up three, no good by Javante Cooper, and that'll be rebounded by Eric McCollum. Going the other way. Three-pointer put up and no good. Out of bounds to Lee. And as that shot was put up that time by Tyler Whitehead. Lee with the basketball. Javante Cooper has it left side. Cooper over to Duop Reef. As Edwards leads it back, and we're going to have a foul whistled on Navarro. That's going to be number 11, Conrad Chambers, his first. And a whistle. Maybe a shot clock issue here. 19 minutes left to go first half. No score. Lee going from right to left here in the first half. And we're having an offensive foul called. That'll be called on Duop Reef, his first. First team foul on the Rebels here in the half. As it'll be Chambers. They'll bounce it over and open for three. And that's going to be up and good at time for Kiera Anderson. And the ball is going to be turned over by Lee. 3-0 in favor of Navarro early. Another three-pointer. That one's going to be good. This time Jamar Martin. Six 0 lead for Navarro. Jenkins into the corner to do-op Reef. Reef out to Edwards, looking for the drive. Edwards going inside, and charging foul is going to be called on Andre Edwards. Checking in is Julian Powell. With the basketball is Whitehead. He'll swing around to Chambers. Whitehead with the basketball out to Chambers. Chambers kicks it over to Anderson. Anderson for three, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped over to Tony Farmer. On the drive, pull-up jumper by Ladarius Chester is good. And Lee on the board, 6-2. Pass is going to be thrown away.
Coming in the game for the Bulldogs, number 24, Calvin Anderson, and number 3, St. Hilar.
St. Hilar checking in for Navarro along with number 24, Calvin Anderson. As Coleman kicks it over to DeJohn Streeter. Streeter swings around left side. Now back to Farmer. Tony Farmer will take the three. As looking for the drive is Streeter. He'll kick it back out. Open for three. And good for Ladarius Chester. But they're going to say foot on the line, long two for Chester. As we'll go over to Anderson, 12 to shoot. There's a long three. That's going to be an air ball from Hilaire. The rebound down to Tony Farmer. He on the push. Here's a three-pointer up and no good from Chester. Hilaire had the rebound, but he knocked away into the hands of Powell. Here's a three-pointer up and a three from Tim Coleman. And Lee on a 7-0 run is taking a 7-6 lead. As the shot put up and no good. Diving on the floor, good effort there by Julian Powell. And we're calling for the travel. That's good effort. Cameron King will check in. As we go inside, and this will be number Cameron King. That's going to be on DeJohn Streeter.
His first personal foul, team third. Cameron King at the line shooting two for the Bulldogs.
So at the line will be Cameron King for Navarro. Free throw up and rolls in good. Tied at 7. Navarro started the game on a 6-0 run. Second free throw, no good. Farmer with the rebound. Lee on the push. And Farmer tried to get the ball knocked loose. And it'll say Alpha Powell out of bounds. Turnover number 5 of the half so far against Lee College. We're swinging inside to King. King back out to Anderson. On the bounce over for Kier Anderson. To Anderson, Kier, and Calvin. Well, here's Hilaire. And that's going to be an offensive foul called on St. Hilaire. Hilaire. As he Second team foul of the half on Navarro. 15:25 left to go first half. As we'll swing it over now to Tim Coleman. Coleman with the basketball. Was to get around the screen. Coleman we picked up. And Navarro showing a 2-3 zone here. They'll go inside. Good spin move by Farmer. Misses the dunk. But gets his own rebound. Goes back up. And look, I got hit. Goes back up again. And that is good effort on the offensive glass by Tony Farmer. Navarro's fans are cheering the missed dunk. That is good effort from Farmer. As the foul called on Calvin Anderson, his first, team foul number 3. And Farmer will head to the line to shoot a pair. At the free throw line, Tony Farmer hits the first free throw. One more here for Farmer. Second one is in and out. Rebound will come down to Cameron King, his first of the game. And the ball into the corner. Now back out to Nick McCoro, who's checked in. McCoro, number 25. On the bounce to Martin. Martin left side for Calvin Anderson. Won't take the three, looks for the drive. He'll kick it over to Martin. Martin looks for the drive. Martin going inside with the right hand, no good. And Farmer, another rebound. The ball stolen back as Lee turns it over. Pull-up jumper is going to be rattling good for Nick McCoro. That is 9-8. Navarro back to a 1-point lead. 14:03 left to go first half. Pull-up three from Tim Coleman is good. Nice shot from Coleman. His second from deep. And it's 11-9 Lee with a 2-point lead. We'll kick it over into the corner. And the three-pointer is going to be no good. Rebounded by Streeter. Here's a three-pointer. That one won't go for Coleman. And rebounded by Jamar Martin. Looking for the drive. They'll kick it out. Now McCoro. He got caught up in traffic and we'll have the media timeout with 13:20 left to go in the first half. Your score, the Lee College Runnin Rebels 11, the Navarro Bulldogs 9 on the Premier Sports Network.
Lee College is the perfect answer for your no future blues. Lee College is really affordable, close to home, and has over 100 fields of study. It's one of the most affordable in the Gulf Coast area. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, Lee College has exactly what you're looking for. Proudly serving Baytown and the surrounding communities since 1934. Log on to their website at www.lee.edu or call 281-425-6260. That's 281-425-6260. Lee College. Absolute Lee. Take a trip to Mexico with a visit to Iguana Joe's Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Tex-Mex food and a festive atmosphere await you and your family at Iguana Joe's. Traditional menu items to please the palate.
11-9. Lee up by 2. You hear the Navarro pit band here off to our right. And you had the turnover by Navarro, so Lee will have the basketball. 13:20 left to go first half. As Ladarius Chester will swing it over to Farmer. Farmer with the basketball. Over left side to Brandon Jenkins. Jenkins. Coleman looking to get off a shot. Can't. On top Farmer. Farmer looks for the drive, kicks it back out to Coleman, fakes the three, drives into the lane, in traffic, Coleman no good. Offensive rebound by Julian Powell. He shoots out to Farmer, short on the jumper, and the ball rebounded by Cameron King. That ball is going to be, oh, what an effort by Coleman, gets the turnover. Here's Brandon Jenkins, pull-up jumper, rolls off, no good. Fall tip up and good by Farmer. So here comes Lee. Shot will rattle in. D'Angelo Hunter gets the bucket. 13-11. Each team with 3 team fouls so far in the half. As the shot no good from Farmer, but the offensive rebound comes down to Coleman. Coleman over to Jenkins. Long two from Jenkins won't go. And Farmer again on the glass. Puts up shot up and good. Tony Farmer having a heck of a first half. Doing a great job on the offensive glass. Navarro basketball, 15-11. Lee with the lead. Here's a long two up, no good. And Farmer another rebound off the miss by Macoro. And that's going to be a traveling violation on Ladarius Chester. As here comes Javante Cooper back into the ball game. Lee's been able to survive here some of the turnover problems early. 15-11, Lee with a 4-point lead. 11:35 left to go in the first half. Long way to go here. As they'll swing it back over to Chambers. Chambers over to Whitehead, and a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Julian Powell. That's number 1 on Powell. So far, Lee's been able to avoid foul trouble. Roy can't talk about that in the pregame. And back in Leston Gordon. So Reith Gordon on the floor along with Jenkins, Cooper. And I believe Ladarius Chester, so 4 of the 5 starters back on. Most of the starters back on. Kier Anderson, Whitehead, Chambers. Pass is going to be knocked away by Jenkins out of bounds. To stay with Navarro. Good crowd on hand here at the Wolin Center on a Wednesday night. Look at the inbounds. Pull-up jumper is going to be no good from D'Angelo Hunter, and Reith gets tied up. And the ball will go back to Navarro. Credit Hunter on the offensive rebound. Is able to tie up Reith. And comes Jamar Martin. He'll come in for D'Angelo Hunter. They're looking into the corner, bounces it inside. Shot goes up, count the basket, and the foul. And Eric McCollum will get the hoop. And Duop Reith picks up number 2. So we were talking about foul trouble. And Tony Farmer checks back in, and he's had a heck of a first half here. Already double figures in rebounds as Eric McCollum goes to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. And the free throw is good. Inbounds to Javante Cooper. Cooper. There's over back out now to Chester. Now resets to Cooper. Now Farmer flashes out. Farmer over to Jenkins. Jenkins gets into the right elbow to Farmer. He looks for the drive. Farmer up in traffic. And it's up and good for Tony Farmer. 7 points in the half for Farmer. 3-point Lee College lead. 10:41 left to play first half. As we got a nice look inside as McCollum will get the basket Off the nice look at time from Kier Anderson. 1 point game, 17-16. They'll get ahead to Farmer as we approach the halfway point of this first half. Jenkins back over to Chester, into the corner to Cooper. Trying to post up his Gordon inside. He's doubled up. Gets it back to Farmer. Farmer inside. Layup won't go, but he is going to be fouled. And Tony Farmer continues to be very aggressive inside. Foul is on Tyler Whitehead for Navarro, his first. And team foul number 4 on the Bulldogs here in the first half. As going to the free throw line will be Tony Farmer. First free throw by Farmer, rolls up the front iron, no good. Coleman checking back in along with Edwards. Like Andre went in for a little bit of a haircut during his downtime. He's back on the floor here. Second free throw from Farmer is good. So 1 out of 2 at the line for Farmer. 18-16, 2-point Lee College lead. 9:50 left to go first half. The ball is stolen away by Farmer. In fact, he knocks it out of bounds. Now, he has been all over the place here in this first half. Tell you what, Lee gets this is the Tony Farmer we saw up at Kilgore, and looks like he's more focused on the roads. As they'll swing the basketball, Chambers over to, and going upside is McCollum. Again, they're allowing that easy entry pass. Foul is on Leston Gordon. First on Gordon. Team foul number 6 of the half against. And at the line will be Eric McCollum. 1 for 1 at the line so far. He has 5 points in the ball game. Free throw is up and good. And McCollum can tie the game with this free throw. 9:37 left to go first half. Second free throw rolls and will not go, and another rebound for Farmer. As Coleman will bring it up. Coleman has Farmer, left side. Farmer back into the corner to Coleman. Back out to Farmer. He's going to launch a long 3 off the back iron, no good. Gordon battles for the rebound, but it'll come down instead to Kier Anderson. As Chambers, nice look inside of McCollum. And McCollum shot blocked away by Farmer. Out of bounds, it's going to be Lee basketball. St. Hilaire checking back in for, along with Cameron King for Navarro. As looking for the drive, Farmer into the middle to Jenkins. Now back over to Coleman, won't take the 3. 11 to shoot. On the bounce of Jenkins, he'll fire up a 3 short. The offensive rebound, Gordon goes back up. And jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Lee College. It'll be Jenkins to inbound to the left of the Lee basket. 1 point lead for the Runnin' Rebels. 8:44 left to go first half. And Glenn Dixon, our head official, talking over with one of his Confederates. And it'll reset the shot clock to 17. The lob, the inbounds to Coleman, ball knocked loose. Coleman diving on the floor, gets there. That's a great job by, then a travel, a great hustle there by Coleman, get it diving on the floor to get that ball. Then Lee commits the turnover, their 8th of the half. And Navarro will have the basketball. Come with the inbounds now to Hilar. Navarro can take the lead with a bucket. And ball stolen away by Jenkins. He's going the other way, and he'll slam it down with the right hand. Jenkins with the steal and the breakaway bucket. Lee with a 3-point lead. Hilar is going to be trapped and stolen away by Andre Edwards. And Roy Champagne, I think, wanted a foul call right there. Not going to get it, as that's a night turnover half on Lee. But good anticipation there by Andre Edwards in the passing lane. He was able to get the steal, but unfortunately Lee turns it back over to Navarro. And so checking into the ball game is Calvin Anderson. He'll inbound here on this near side. Anderson with the inbound to Hilar. He's picked up by Coleman. Martin kicks it over into the corner to Kier Anderson. Now back out to Hilar on the drive. Hilar, nice dish off pass. Cameron King with the easy deuce. And Navarro cuts the lead back to 1-29. Here's the pull-up three from Coleman off the back iron, no good. Gordon battles for the rebound, will come down to Jamar Martin. And Anderson won't take the three. Instead, he'll drive inside. He'll miss the shot. And another rebound coming down to Tony Farmer. Now, find the open shooter. This is Edwards, no good. And a rebound coming down to Hilar. Now Anderson back out to Hilar. Hilar over to Martin. Nice step out there by Gordon on defense. We'll kick it back over left side, looking for the drive. Ball off the leg of the dribbler, and now a 2-on-2 the other way. Jenkins leads it back to Farmer for the easy slam. So a turnover leads to a bucket by Farmer. 7:02 left to play in the half. And look, a quick timeout's been taken here. In fact, they're just going to wipe some moisture off the floor. The next dead ball should take us to the under 7 media timeout. (22-19), Lee College with the lead.
Resuming play. Coming in the game for the Bulldogs.
Navarro with the basketball. Checking in will be D'Angelo Hunter, number 0. Chambers with the basketball. Conrad Chambers swings over to Hunter. Hunter to Martin on the baseline. Martin back out to Hunter. Long three from Hunter. No good. Rebounded by Farmer. Farmer on the drive. Pulls up in the lane. No good as he goes coast to coast. Tony Farmer continues to eat glass here in this first half as the foul call on Cameron King, his first. And team foul number 5 on Navarro in the half. And we'll have the under 7 media timeout. 6:42 left to go in first half. Lee College leads at 22-19. Back after this on the Premier Sports Network.
Take a trip to Mexico with a visit to Iguana Joe's Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Tex-Mex food and a festive atmosphere await you and your family at Iguana Joe's. Traditional menu items to please the palate include tasty beef and chicken fajitas and a variety of tempting enchiladas. Numerous specialty choices are available, including Iggy's favorites. And don't forget the complimentary red and green salsa and chips that get your meal off to a delicious start. Full-service catering is available for you on your next function. Iguana Joe's is near you in Mont Bellevue at 9030 Highway 146. Or give the to-go line a call at 281-576-5618. In Crosby at 6519 Farm Market 2100, or give the to-go line a call at 281-328-6100 on Beltway 8 at 5710 East Sam Houston Parkway North, or give the to-go line a call at 281-860-0700. Iguana Joe's, authentic Mexican food right in your neighborhood.
As we continue live from the Wolin Center, Navarro Pet Band continues to play here. Lee leads it by 3, 22-19, and Tony Farmer, who has picked up the slack with Duop Reith in foul trouble, heads to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Next foul by Lee will put Navarro in the bonus. Lee still has one more, or Navarro has one more to give before putting Lee in the bonus. So Tony Farmer, who's gone 2 for 4 at the line, will have a pair here. First free throw is no good for Farmer. He'll have one more. He can make it a 4-point game. Second free throw by Farmer is no good as well. And McCullum comes away with the rebound. And Navarro heads to the other end as Chambers goes with the crossover move. Chambers on the baseline. Jumper won't go for Jamar Martin, rebounded by guess who? Farmer looking to lob it up and throws it away. And we go down to the other end, and that layup is going to be up and good as Martin will get it over to Calvin Anderson. And Navarro back within one into the corner. This is Chester. He looks for the drive. Step back jumper by Chester is good. Ladarius Chester with 6 points, 24-21. Under 6 minutes left to go in the half. Jamar Martin, right elbow jumper is good. 5 in the game for Martin, 24-23. As Chester gets it to Farmer. Farmer looking to go baseline. He got muscled up by Martin. Oh, nice look inside to Edwards. And he got fouled. As coming over, McCullum will pick up the foul. Team foul number 6 against Navarro. It's the first personal on McCullum, and Andre Edwards will shoot 2. Lee holding on to a 1-point lead. First free throw from Andre Edwards is good. He'll have one more with 5:34 left to go in the first half. 25-23, 2-point Lee College lead. Second free throw is good. Brandon Jenkins and DeJohn Streeter return for Lee College. 5.5 left to go in the first half. As Chambers with the dribble right side. Chambers looking to go into the lane. Dishes off to McCullum. McCullum goes up in traffic and shots up and good for McCullum. 26-25. Lee clinging this 1-point lead as Jenkins leads it back to Coleman. Coleman over to Streeter into the corner to Chester. Chester's pass is deflected out of bounds. 15 to shoot. 5:02 left to go first half. Kier Anderson checking in for Navarro. And Andre Edwards back in for Lee College. As Coleman over to Jenkins, back to Coleman, fakes the 3. Over to Chester. Skip pass over 4, down to 3. Coleman fakes the 3, step back for 3, is up and no good. And the rebound, Edwards battles for it. And Farmer going down to the floor. And that'll be a tie ball. Possession arrow. We'll give it back to Navarro. Coleman had to get that 3 up before the shot clock expired. So Navarro with the basketball and a chance to take the lead. They went up early 6-0. Lee responded with a 7-0 run, and it's been tough and tight since. As Chambers will bring it up the right side for the Navarro Bulldogs. Chambers to Martin, now back to Chambers. Will set the high ball screen. Chambers looks for the drive, kicks off inside of McCollum. High shot swat away, but McCollum gets it back and lays it in. And Lee allowing too much penetration with the ball. 27-26, 1 point lead for Navarro. An offensive foul is going to be called, I think, on Tony Farmer. And will indeed be on Farmer, his first. And here comes Leston Gordon, also Julian Powell. In fact, Powell's going to sit back down. Can't play with 6, boys. As Farmer will go to the bench. As Chambers, with just over 4 minutes left to go first half, Navarro trying to extend the 1 point lead. And they're going to run an off-ball screen here now. Ball screen, and they've been using this pick and roll play. Instead, they go to the other side, and that's Jamar Martin off the nice feed from Chambers. That will extend the Navarro lead to 3, 29-26. Chester fakes the 3, jumper from the left elbow, way off the mark. Edwards gets a rebound, his putback won't go. We got some contact there, and the rebound comes down to McCollum. Navarro with the basketball, and they're on a 6-0 run. They'll dump it off inside for McCollum. McCollum goes up in traffic, blocked away by Gordon, and he'll get the rebound. Lee on the push. Now Jenkins looks for the drive, pull-up jumper, short for Jenkins, and he'll get his own rebound. He'll go back up in traffic, no good, and rebounded by Martin. Going inside, scoop to the hoop by Chambers, no good. But he'll be fouled. Foul called on Leston Gordon. That's number 2 on Gordon. Team foul number 8, 2:56 left to play first half. As going to the free throw line will be Conrad Chambers. First free throw rolls through and good. 30-26. This is a 7-0 run by Navarro as Farmer back in for Leston Gordon. Second free throw good for Chambers. 2:56 left to go in the half. St. Hilaire checking back in, along with Tyler Whitehead. And Navarro looks like they're going to pick up full court pressure here, or 3/4 court. As Coleman will walk it up. Coleman in the middle of the floor with the basketball. Now Farmer out to set the ball screen. Farmer's got out top, won't take the 3. And Chester almost lost it out of bounds. He'll recover. Chester long cross-court pass to Coleman. He'll save it with 6 to shoot. Coleman in trap, and he took a big bump there. Farmer puts up the 3, in and out, no good. And we're going to have, as Edwards going up, he'll get.
Fouls on the Bulldogs. Jamar Martin, that's his first personal foul. Team 7.
Foul called on Jamar Martin. Number 1 on Martin. Team foul number 7. And Andre Edwards will go to the line. As Edwards converted to his last trip to the line. First free throw is good. And it's a 4-point Navarro lead as that will end the 8-0 run for the Bulldogs. 2:24 left to play first half. Second free throw coming here for Edwards. This one is off the back rim, no good. And Martin will come away with the rebound. As Whitehead with the basketball looks to drive into the lane. Whitehead going up, no good, but he'll be fouled by Tony Farmer, and Farmer will pick up his second. 2:13 left to go in the half, and at least just want to go in and regroup here at halftime. Tyler Whitehead to the line for the first time. Navarro 5 out of 7 from the stripe so far. And the free throw good for Whitehead. Julian Powell coming back in as Farmer now sits with 2 fouls. So you have 3 bigs all with 2 fouls each, Reith, Gordon, and Farmer. One more free throw here for Whitehead. That one's good. 33-27. As a swing over to Jenkins. Jenkins looking inside, pass knocked away and stolen away. And save on the other end by Anderson. Long cross court to Whitehead. And he'll be picked up on a switch. Done by Coleman. Cross court pass over to Anderson. Kier Anderson. That looked like a walk, but instead a pass underneath Jamar Martin. Off the nice look from Whitehead. And it extends the Navarro lead to 8, 35-27. Lee badly needs a bucket here. Coleman thought about the three, didn't take it. Over to Jenkins. He'll fire up the three from the left wing. That's off the back rim, no good. And rebounded by Tyler Whitehead. And Lee has gone stone cold here as the shot put up, rims out, no good, and rebounded by Edwards. Nice dish inside, and going for the reverse layup is Chester off the nice look from Andre Edwards. Minute left to go in the half, and there's a steal and a whistle. And so the turnover, then the foul will send Lee to the free throw line.
Coming to the game for the Bulldogs, number 11, Conrad Chambers.
As I believe Whitehead picks up the foul, his second. And
Bulldogs, number 24, Calvin Anderson.
Calvin Anderson checking in for Navarro. Tim Coleman to the line for a 1-and-1. That is 18 fouls now in the half on Navarro. Free throw up and no good for Coleman. Rebounded by Jamar Martin. His sixth of the half. 48 seconds left to play. Lee will get the final possession of the half. As they're going to go to the basket, trying for the wraparound pass. Martin does, and what's the call here? It's a kick violation on Lee.
Kick ball, Bulldogs, ball out of bounds.
Ball go out of bounds here to Navarro. As we have 38.2 seconds left to go first half. 35-29. $15 on the shot clock. As Martin is it back to Chambers. Looking for the drive, and that is going to be out of bounds. It should be Lee basketball. Turnover on Navarro. That's the seventh of the half on the Bulldogs. So Lee can go for the final shot of the half. Shot clock is off. As Tim Coleman will bring it up. Coleman back to Chester. Back to Coleman. Coleman on the drive. He's doubled up. Over to Chester for three. Ladarius Chester is good. Big three-pointer by Ladarius Chester. As they're going to go inside, shot is going to be no good by Conrad Chambers. And that will be the end of the first half. And a 5-0 run by Lee to end the half brings them within three. Your halftime score, Navarro Bulldogs 35, the Lee College Runnin Rebels 32. This is Runnin Rebel Basketball on PSN Sports.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I
work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless.
I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and then, ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
You're listening to the exclusive home of Lee College Athletics, PSN, the premier sports network. Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real, genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Fraser, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer. Baytown's Lee College is the perfect answer for your no future blues. Lee College is really affordable, close to home, and has over 100 fields of study. It's one of the most affordable in the Gulf Coast area, and with over 100 degree and certificate programs, Lee College has exactly what you're looking for. Proudly serving Baytown and the surrounding communities since 1934. Log on to their website at www.lee.edu or call 281-425-6260. That's 281-425-6260. Lee College. Absolute Lee. Take a trip to Mexico with a visit to Iguana Joe's Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Tex-Mex food and a festive atmosphere await you and your family at Iguana Joe's. Traditional menu items to please the palate include tasty beef and chicken fajitas and a variety of tempting enchiladas. Numerous specialty choices are available, including Iggy's favorites. And don't forget the complimentary red and green salsa and chips that get your meal off to a delicious start. Full-service catering is available for you on your next function. Iguana Joe's is near you in Mont Bellevue at 9030 Highway 146. Or give the to-go line a call at 281-576-5618. In Crosby at 6519 Farm Market 2100, or give the to-go line a call at 281-328-6100 on Beltway 8 at 5710 East Sam Houston Parkway North, or give the to-go line a call at 281-860-0700. Iguana Joe's, authentic Mexican food right in your neighborhood.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless.
I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and then, ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
In today's tough times, you need an economic advisor you can trust to be there looking out for your financial future. Edward Jones Investments representative Robert Sitton is that ally to help steer you down life's winding path as you grow older and your financial needs change. Whether you're an individual looking for stock market advice, newlywed setting up for a rainy day nest egg, getting an early start on saving for your child's college tuition, or is it time to set up that 401k retirement fund? Let Robert Sitton give you the financial knowledge to make sound sound decisions with your investment dollar. Located conveniently in the Humble, Atascocita area, you can stop by the local office at 18455 West Lake Houston Parkway in Suite 150 or give them a call at 281-812-2714. You can also go online and get more information at www.edwardjones.com. Edward Jones and Robert Sitton, making sense out of investing for you.
(35-32) in favor of the Navarro Bulldogs here at the half. And let's take a look at the first half scoring. Lee was led by Ladarius Chester with 11 points. He had 5 of 7 from the field. Tony Farmer had 10, 6.5 for Tim Coleman, 3 from Andre Edwards, and 2 from Brandon Jenkins. Navarro led in scoring in the half by Eric McCullum with 10, 4 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 9 for Jamar Martin in the half, 3 points apiece for Kier Anderson and Cameron King, and 2 points apiece for D'Angelo Hunter, Tyler Whitehead, Conrad Chambers, and Calvin Anderson, as well as Neek Makoro. Leading rebounders in the half, Farmer had 13 rebounds, 5 on the offensive end for Lee, and Navarro led by Jamar Martin with 6 rebounds. And Lee had 4 players each with 1 assist in the half, and Chambers led the way with 4 assists in the half for Navarro. Come back with some more numbers. Again, 35-32 here at the half. It is Lee College down by 3 on PSN Sports.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents in Texas and let one of them tell you about auto insurance discounts. See a Good Neighbor State Farm agent today to see how switching to State Farm for Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40% can lead to Texas-size discounts for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
Discounts only apply to certain coverages.
Baytown's Lee College is the perfect answer for your no future blues. Lee College is really affordable, close to home, and has over 100 fields of study. It's one of the most affordable in the Gulf Coast area. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, Lee College has exactly what you're looking for. Proudly serving Baytown and the surrounding communities since 1934. Log on to their website at www.lee.edu or call 281-425-6260. That's 281-425-6260. Lee College. Absolute Lee. Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real, genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Frazier, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless.
I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and then, ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
listening to the exclusive home of Lee College Athletics, PSN, the premier sports network.
And let's look at the first half shooting numbers. Lee converted 12 of 33 from the field for 36.4%. They were 3 of 14 from the three-point line for 21.4%, 6 of 12 from the free throw line for 50%. Navarro hit 13 of 30 from the floor for 43.3%. They were 2 of 8 from the three-point line, 25%, 7 of 9 from the free throw line for 77.8%. Lee won the rebounding battle 28-17, including 13-2 on the offensive glass. Lee assisted on 4 of their 12 field goals. Navarro on 10 of their 13. Lee had 3 blocked shots in the half. 1 apiece for Farmer, Gordon, and Edwards. No blocks for Navarro. Lee turned the ball over 12 times, leading to 17 Navarro points. And Navarro turned the ball over 7 times, leading to 10 Lee points. So they're just about ready to start the second half. Lee will be going from left to right here in this second half. On the floor to start the half, it'll be Coleman along with Jenkins, Cooper, Powell, and Edwards. And for Navarro, it'll be Anderson, Whitehead, Martin, Chambers, and McCullum. So Coach Mike Landers going with his starting 5 here to start the second half. As Coleman swings over to Powell. Powell now to Jenkins, right side, gets it back to Coleman. Around to Cooper, Javante Cooper. Back out, the ball stolen away. Navarro on the drive and going coast to coast. Tyler Whitehead. Lee picks up the second half where they left off the first, turning the ball over and leading to a Navarro bucket. 37-32. Swing it over now to Cooper. Cooper back to Coleman. Coleman into the lane. Nice up and under move. Coleman with the right hand misses the shot. And rebound go out of bounds. It'll go to Navarro. Coleman able to get inside, but not able to get the shot to go. Navarro looks to extend the lead. They'll go again, that little pick and pop with Jamar Martin. That shot's going to be up and good. And 39-32, that's the largest lead of the game for the Bulldogs. I'll leave it back to Javante Cooper near the half-court line. Cooper with the right-handed dribble. Down to 15 to shoot. Andre Edwards lays it for Jenkins. Jenkins looks for the drive. And a little short jumper in the lane. Partially blocked by McCollum and rebounded by Anderson. Here's a three-pointer up and good by Kier Anderson. His second from deep. And Roy Champagne wants to talk it over. With 18:21 left to go in the ball game, it's Navarro 42, Lee College 32 on the Premier Sports Network.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents in Texas and let one of them tell you about auto insurance discounts. See a Good Neighbor State Farm agent today to see how switching to State Farm for Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40% can lead to Texas-size discounts for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
Discounts only apply to certain coverages.
Lee basketball as we come back. With the basketball is Coleman. Swings around to Jenkins. Now back to Coleman out top. Navarro continuing this 2-3 zone. Here's Edwards on the drive. Scoops up in traffic with the left hand, but can't get the shot to go. McCullum with the rebound. Good drive to the basket by Edwards. He just couldn't get the shot. As Chambers will pull it back out. Again, Navarro set that high pick and roll. Ball tipped away. Has to be stolen away. That time better defense against that high pick and roll. Into the corner, Jenkins for three, no. Rebound tapped around, should be Lee basketball. We'll credit Edwards on the rebound. And here's into the corner for three, Julian Powell, no good. That ball looked like it went off of Andre Edwards. Navarro with their largest lead of the game, 42-32. Chance to extend that. 17:25 left to play. A timeout, by the way, the first used by either coach in this game. We're going to go inside. It's going to be an offensive foul on Navarro. And I'll call out one on Tyler Whitehead. In fact, I'll say Anderson, rather. Kier Anderson will pick up his first. And that's the first team foul of the half against Navarro. That's the second turnover on the Bulldogs. As Coleman will bring it up. Farmer now back in the game. Also Duop Reith, who's been out with foul trouble, now back into the game. And we'll see if they can start to get a low post presence going here with Reith, who has not scored. Back out Jenkins on the drive. He'll kick it out to Coleman. Won't take the three. He looks for the drive. Coleman scoops it up. No good. Reith with the follow. He'll get rebound loose, and it's going to come down to Farmer. Farmer going up in traffic and got hammered. And Eric McCullum will pick up his second foul, team foul number 2 of the half on Navarro. Tony Farmer, who's gone 2 out of 6 at the line, will head back to the stripe, try to make this a single-digit game once again. Again, Lee College will be back in action on Saturday at 6 o'clock on the home floor. They'll take on the Bossier Parish Cavaliers. Free throw is short for Farmer. And Lee's struggles from the free throw line continue. Cameron King checking back in as McCullum will get a rest. One more here for Farmer. He can cut the lead down to 9. 16:49 left to play. Second free throw from Farmer is good. So he'll go 1 out of 2 at the line. It's 42-33. Chambers looks to get around Jenkins. He'll keep the dribble alive with the left hand. Chambers swings over left side to Whitehead. Whitehead looks to get around the King screen. Whitehead going right to the basket. He'll miss it, and the rebound coming down to Farmer. And nice look by Brandon Jenkins. And the lead is down to 7, 42-35. If you're Lee, which is kind of gradually chip away at this lead. Plenty of time here with 16:10 left to play. Then get around the screen. They'll go to the baseline cut. And a shot no good for Whitehead, but he'll draw the foul. And look like late coming over Andre Edwards. And if instead it's on Reith, and that's number 3 on Duop Reith, who has just not been able to get in this game with. So to send Tyler Whitehead to the line. Whitehead 2 for 2 from the stripe so far in the ball game. He has 4 points on the night for Navarro. Free throw is up and good for Whitehead. He'll have one more. 43-35. Second free throw here for Whitehead. And that one is short. And the rebound will be tipped, and it should be Lee basketball. So the Rebels with the basketball is inbounding here on the near side will be Andre Edwards. He'll bounce it into Coleman. Coleman will be picked up by Whitehead. Coleman, nice look inside to Farmer. Farmer goes up and draws the foul as Whitehead comes over. Doesn't like the call, but Farmer will be headed back to the line. Be 2 shots. In fact, I'll call it foul on Cameron King. That's number 2 on King. third team foul of the half on the Bulldogs. So once again, Tony Farmer headed to the line. Free throw swishes home for Farmer. 12 points on the night for Tony Farmer. He'll have one more. He can make it a 6-point game. Second free throw also good, so Farmer hits a pair from the line on that trip. 43-37. As they'll trap at midcourt. They'll get ahead of Jamar Martin. And Martin had it stripped away. And going the other way and scooping up and missing the layup is Coleman. And then rebounded by Tyler Whitehead. Well, a golden opportunity just missed right there by Lee. That foul's on Farmer. That's number 3 on Farmer. So one of the things Roy Champagne talked about in the pregame is getting into foul trouble. You have Reith out with 3 and Farmer with 3. Both will stay on the floor. 15:33 left to play. Lee's still very much in this game. They've got to convert those turnovers into points. As Anderson back out to Chambers. Conrad Chambers tries to get around Jenkins. Chambers can't get off a shot. As Martin with the basketball, he's picked up by Coleman. And Martin back out to Calvin Anderson. Now they'll reset to Chambers. 5 to shoot. Chambers trying to get around Jenkins, and Reith coming over. He takes a hard spill to the floor. Reith will get the block. Only 2 to shoot. And they'll get it on the, and finding the baseline cutter. Good look from Chambers that time to Kier Anderson, and that, you can't have that if you're Lee. Allow an easy inbounds play to turn into points. As they send Edwards into that far corner, he'll get the bounce pass. Edwards won't take the 3. He'll go inside to Farmer on the post-up. He'll spin, and Farmer will miss the layup, but he'll be fouled. It's going to be on King. But that'll be on 24, and Calvin Anderson, his second, and the 4th team foul. So once again, Tony Farmer to the line. Free throws coming here for Farmer. Free throws number 11 and 12 of the night for Tony Farmer. Free throw looks short. In fact, it rolls off the front iron, rolls in, so he had the shooter's touch. 14 now for, as Hunter checks in for Navarro, along with St. Hilaire. Second free throw from Farmer is good. So Farmer's now hit 4 in a row at the line. 45-39, Navarro up by 6. As with the basketball on top is Hilaire. Lays over to Kier Anderson. Now to Calvin Anderson. He looks for the drive. He'll go inside to King on the post. Turn jumper blocked away by Reith. He'll get the rebound. He'll get it ahead. And Jenkins will get the layup. So Reith gets the block, the rebound, and the assist. And a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll leave it here. In fact, we'll take a full timeout. 45-41, Navarro leading on the Premier Sports Network.
Take a trip to Mexico with a visit to Iguana Joe's Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Tex-Mex food and a festive atmosphere await you and your family at Iguana Joe's. Traditional menu items to please the palate include tasty beef and chicken fajitas and a variety of tempting enchiladas. Numerous specialty choices are available, including Iggy's favorites. And don't forget the complimentary red and green salsa and chips that get your meal off to a delicious start. Full-service catering is available for you on your next function. Iguana Joe's is near you in Mont Bellevue at 9030 Highway 146. Or give the to-go line a call at 281-576-5618. In Crosby at 6519 Farm to Market 2100, or give the to-go line a call at 281-328-6100 on Beltway 8 at 5710 East Sam Houston Parkway North, or give the to-go line a call at 281-860-0700. Iguana Joe's, authentic Mexican food right in your neighborhood.
And they decided to take the media timeout right there, so not charged to either team. 45-41. And it'll be Bulldog basketball. Then they're moving it from right to left as you look on here in the second half. Get a trap now. We'll work it over to Calvin Anderson, open for three, and that's going to be good. Big three-pointer from Calvin Anderson to push the lead back out to 7. Look, Farmer goes up with a short jumper, no good. Follows his own shot. There's Reith. He'll put it back up and in. And a turnover. Going the other way, Jenkins will make the right-handed layup. And 4 in a row, and Lee back within 3, a one-possession game. 13:33 left to play. 48-45. And good effort there. Not able to come up with the steal is Coleman. As we're working back to Hillar. Hillar on the drive. He had a strip from behind. That they'll get the result. And getting a good piece of the arm was Brandon Jenkins trying to get the steal. We saw him get the arm, and he knew it. That's Jenkins' first foul of the game. 3rd team foul of the half on the Runnin' Rebels. So Navarro basketball. 13:18 left to play. As Conrad Chambers looks to inbound. Chambers still looking. Gets it into Calvin Anderson. He'll rise up for 3. In and out, no good. And Reith with the rebound. Looking for the drive is Edwards going right to the rim. He'll lay it in. Andre Edwards with the bucket, and he has 5. It's a one-point game, 48-47. So Runnin' Rebels hanging right in here. Navarro's led by as many as 10. Right now, a 6-0 run going for the Lee College Runnin' Rebels. Looking for the drive is Chambers. He'll kick it all the way out. This is D'Angelo Hunter. 3 rims out, no good. Rebound tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds to Navarro. Coleman coming in for Brandon Jenkins. 48-47. Navarro with a 1-point lead and the basketball. A fresh shot clock. Now back out to Calvin Anderson. We see Mike Landers, very energetic. He stalks that sideline. As Martin out to set the screen here for Chambers. As they look like they might be trying to run a high pick and roll play again. They'll kick it inside. That looks like a walk. Kick out to Chambers for 3. No good. Now go over the top of the backboard. Ladarius Chester and Tony Farmer back on the floor for Lee as they can retake the lead. And they have not led since about the 4-minute mark of the first half. They have survived the storm and now a chance to retake the lead. Coleman with the basketball. They'll bring it back to the left side. Coleman, nice bounce pass underneath the reach. Jump hook goes up, no good. And offensive rebound, a putback is good by Edwards. And it's a 1-point lead, 49-48. As Chambers tries to get into the lane, he'll kick it out. That's a walk. Walk that time on Whitehead. 11:51 left to go. And Lee a chance to extend the lead. And it looks like Mike Landers wants to take a timeout. He'll take a full timeout. 11:51 left to play. It's Lee College 49, Navarro 48 on the Premier Sports Network.
In today's tough times, you need an economic advisor you can trust to be there looking out for your financial future. Edward Jones Investments representative Robert Sitton is that ally to help steer you down life's winding path as you grow older and your financial needs change. Whether you're an individual looking for stock market advice, newlywed setting up for a rainy day nest egg, getting an early start on saving for your child's college tuition, or is it time to set up that 401k retirement fund? Let Robert Sitton give you the financial knowledge to make sound decisions with your investment dollar. Located conveniently in the Humble Atascocita area, you can stop by the local office at 18455 West Lake Houston Parkway in Suite 150 or give them a call at 281-812-2714. You can also go online and get more information at www.edwardjones.com. Edward Jones and Robert Sitton, making sense out of investing for you.
will clean something up. That last full timeout was charged to Navarro, so the immediate timeout was not taken at the under 14. And Navarro now with 3 timeouts up. They have 2 fulls and a 30 left. Roy Champagne has used 130, has all 4 of his fulls and 130 left. As Lee has come back here, they're on an 8-0 run after trailing by 7, 48-41. That 8-0 run has given the Running Rebels the lead, and they have the basketball as Andre Edwards will inbound here on the near side into Coleman. Coleman with the basketball. Picked out top by Whitehead, on top of the zone. And ball fumbled out of bounds by Leston Gordon. That's just the second turnover of the half, so Lee has done a pretty good job cleaning up the turnovers after turning the ball over 12 times in the first half. A chance for Navarro to regain the lead with a bucket. Chambers. And here's a long 3, no good. That time put up by Myquan Gooding. Looking to go inside, and that's going to be called a charge on Coleman. That's the first on Coleman. Team foul number 4. Each team now with 4 team fouls in the second half. Kier Anderson back on the floor for Navarro. As Chambers tries to get around Edwards. Good defense by Andre Edwards. And then Navarro turns it over. But then they steal it right back. And shot won't go that time for Tyler Whitehead, but he'll head to the free throw line as he was fouled. Leston. That's on Leston Gordon, his 3rd. Team foul number 5. So Duop Reith will come back into the ball game, as at the line will be Tyler Whitehead. We'll have 2 shots coming up. So again, Lee had the chance there to extend the lead after the turnover by Navarro, but they throw the ball right back as Whitehead misses the first free throw. He'll have one more. Here comes Reith back in for Gordon. And back in Brandon Jenkins as Edwards will get a rest. One more for Whitehead. He can tie it with this free throw. 3 out of 5 at the line for Whitehead on the night. And the free throw also no good. But Whitehead to get his own rebound. Goes back up, no good. And Reith will get the rebound. And then a foul is going to be whistled. Or in fact, ball knocked out of bounds by Navarro. So it'll stay with the Rebels as Coleman looks to get it in. And Coleman's still looking. He'll get the inbounds pass to Ladarius Chester. Over to Jenkins. He'll get it ahead to Coleman. And Coleman bounces pass, but a travel before the pass. I said Lee had cleaned up their turnover issues, but they've turned the ball over 3 times in their last 4 possessions, but they continue to play very solid defense. That's why they have been able to maintain the lead. As look at the screen out top, Chambers spins, looking inside for McCullum, blocked away by Farmer, and the rebound's going to come down to Whitehead. He goes back up, and the shot's up and good. So Lee looking to retake the lead, and the 3-pointer's off. And again, getting on the floor, diving that time, and going up and in is Duop Reith. But nice effort by Tim Coleman to get the offensive rebound. And eventually finding Duop Reith for the bucket. 51-50 as we approach the 10-minute mark left to go here in the second half. And the bounce pass inside for McCullum. And McCullum camped out in the lane. That should be 3 seconds, and it is. 10:05 left to play as Julian Powell back in for Lee. And for Navarro, Jalen Jackson, number 15, comes in for the first time. As Navarro will once again extend full court pressure. 51-50, Lee College with the lead. Inbounds to Chester here in the corner. Chester cross court to Jenkins. And Jenkins will work up into the front court. They'll try to set the trap. Jenkins gets through the double team. Now back over to Coleman. He'll fire up a 3. Good! Tim Coleman, a big 3-pointer. And that extends the lead to 4. 54-50 as we have 9:40 left to go here in the second half. Whitehead with the basketball gets around the screen from Jackson going inside Whitehead. Shot won't go, but coming over on the help was Julian Powell with contact, and it will be on Julian Powell, his second. Team foul number 6 of the half on Lee College. So Tyler Whitehead back to the free throw line. He's missed his last 3 from the stripe after hitting his first 3. So to the line, Whitehead, first free throw is good. 54-51, lead cut to 3 as Powell will check out and Edwards back in. Lee continuing to keep fresh bodies on the floor. Tough and tight as we expected here from Corsicana, Texas. Second free throw is also good for Whitehead. He has 9 points, 54-52. As Coleman with the basketball. Now brings it back to his right. Into the corner to Jenkins, lobbing inside for Farmer on the baseline. Farmer looking to post up. Farmer shovels away inside and gets the bucket. Nice move, nice footwork by Farmer inside. He continues to have a big night with 17 points. He already has a double-double. 56-52, Lee up by 4. Rebels looking for defense here on this possession. 15 to shoot. As Whitehead gets into the lane, he'll kick it out. Now back over for 3, no good. And a rebound, good block out by Andre Edwards off the Kier Anderson miss. 8:44 left to go in the second half. Lee trying to extend a 4-point lead, which will match their largest lead of the game. As Coleman over to Chester, rises up for 3. Off the front iron, no good. And the rebound is going to come down to Tyler Whitehead. Good look for Chester, couldn't get it to go. 8:20 left to play as Duop Reith will check in at the next whistle. Chambers swings it over to Whitehead as they have Anderson running baseline. They'll hand it back to Anderson. Anderson with 10 to shoot. Now Chambers. Chambers looks inside. Martin, nice extra pass. This shot no good. That's off of Jackson out of bounds. And Farmer did just a good enough job of affecting that shot. Forced the miss from Jackson. As checking back in, Duop Reith. You have Edwards, Reith, and Farmer up front. Jenkins and Coleman in the backcourt. Under 8 left to go in the second half. Coleman. Roy Champagne trying to get his players spaced out here to get the spacing on the floor. Coleman keeps the dribble, now swings over to Jenkins. Back to Coleman. Looked at a 3, didn't take it. Edwards looks to go baseline. He's cut off. Down to 5 to shoot. Here's Jenkins from the mid-range. That's good. Good kick-out pass from Andre Edwards. He'll find Brandon Jenkins for the jumper. Jenkins in double figures now with 10, 58-52. 7:20 left to play. Into the middle, and Whitehead looking to get to the basket. He'll lay it in with the left hand. And a timeout will be taken by Mike Landers with 7:14 left to play. 58-54, Lee with a 4-point lead on the Premier Sports Network.
Baytown's Lee College is the perfect answer for your no future blues. Lee College is really affordable, close to home, and has over 100 fields of study. It's one of the most affordable in the Gulf Coast area. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, Lee College has exactly what you're looking for. Proudly serving Baytown and the surrounding communities since 1934. Log on to their website at www.lee.edu or call 281-425-6260. That's 281-425-6260. Lee College. Absolute Lee.
Rebels basketball with 7:14 left to play. And Coleman will get into Edwards. Now back to Coleman. Coleman working across the timeline. Plenty of time to shoot here. As now Reith coming over to set a ball screen. They'll go under that defensively. Coleman's going to fire up a three. In and out, no good. Rebound battle for, and it'll come down to Jamar Martin. Under 7 left to play in the ball game, 58-54. Chambers didn't get to the lane. He'll kick it out. Now back to Kier Anderson. He's doubled up, had lost the basketball. Here's a jumper on the baseline. Whitehead no good, but a foul is going to be whistled, and Whitehead will head to the free throw line. And there's some. And Duop Reith just picked up his 4th foul. And there's some frustration on the lead bench as there's now 17 fouls. And Navarro's had 14 fouls for about the last 6 or 7 minutes. At the line, Tyler Whitehead, 2 shots. First one, in and out, no good. And Ladarius Chester, this will be a smaller lineup out there. You'll have Farmer and Edwards up front. And now basically a 3-man backcourt with Chester, Jenkins, and Coleman on the floor. We'll see Navarro matches up. They're going to bring back McCullum. They're going to try to go bigger here. And Whitehead misses both free throws. Farmer with the rebound. As Coleman brings it up, 4-point lead for Lee with 6:19 left to play. Coleman brings it over left side into the corner to Chester. Nice look inside to Farmer. He's being held by Jamar Martin. That'll be team foul number 5 as Martin will pick up his 2nd. 6:12 left to play as McCollum checks back in. Also Calvin Anderson. Long inbounds to Coleman. Picks up his dribble. Now that's Jenkins. Jenkins goes to go baseline. Jenkins up in traffic. And he got fouled as that's going to be McCullum coming over. He'll pick up his 3rd. And Brandon Jenkins will head to the line to shoot a pair. That is team foul number 6 on the Bulldogs here in the second half. With 6:05 left to play. So Brandon Jenkins to shoot a pair. First one rolls off no good. First trip to the line for Brandon Jenkins in the ball game. Second free throw is good. So Jenkins goes 1 out of 2, 59-54. 6 minutes left to play. A lot of basketball left to be played. That ball stolen away by Jenkins. Jenkins going right to the rim and got fouled. And Brandon Jenkins will head back to the free throw line. And that's Jamar Martin picking up his 3rd. So Brandon Jenkins with a chance to convert that turnover into points. As Martin will come out of the ball game and back in. Looks like Jalen Jackson. And they're saying this is a 1-and-1 as that was the 7th team foul against Navarro. Jenkins at the line. Free throw is good. One more at the line for Jenkins. He can make it a 7-point game, which will be the largest lead of the night for Lee College. Second free throw by Jenkins is also good. 13 in the ball game for Jenkins. 61-54. And they get the trap. They'll leave it back out. And almost a turnover there. Now back into the hands of Chambers, who's running the point for Navarro. Chambers trying to get to the lane, looking to work around the McCullum screen. And Lee doing a much better job against the pick and roll as firing up a 3 is Kier Anderson, and Farmer skies and gets the rebound. Lee can extend the lead here with 5:17 left to play. As the Runnin Rebels look to move to 3-0 in conference play. Nice crossover move, and Coleman, they'll say, used the off arm to push off. Looks like he did too. That's a second on Coleman, the 8th team foul, player control foul, so it'll be a turnover and a chance, and looks like a timeout to be taken by Coach Mike Landers with exactly 5 minutes left to play. And your score, it's 61-54, Lee College with the lead. This is Running Rebel Basketball on the Premier Sports Network.
Take a trip to Mexico with a visit to Iguana Joe's Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Tex-Mex food and a festive atmosphere await you and your family at Iguana Joe's. Traditional menu items to please the palate include tasty beef and chicken fajitas and a variety of tempting enchiladas. Numerous specialty choices are available, including Iggy's favorites. And don't forget the complimentary red and green salsa and chips that get your meal off to a delicious start. Full-service catering is available for you on your next function. Iguana Joe's is near you in Mont Bellevue at 9030 Highway 146. Or give the to-go line a call at 281-576-5618. In Crosby at 6519 Farm to Market 2100, or give the to-go line a call at 281-328-6100 on Beltway 8 at 5710 East Sam Houston Parkway North, or give the to-go line a call at 281-860-0700. Iguana Joe's, authentic Mexican food right in your neighborhood.
61-54. Timeout by Mike Landers, where he said the timeout situation. 2 timeouts left for the Bulldogs. 1 full and 1:30. Lee with 5 timeouts left. So plenty to work with for Roy Champagne should he need them. But right now, Lee has a 7-point lead, 61-54. And Navarro will have the basketball after the offensive foul call on Coleman. Inbounds comes to Conrad Chambers. Chambers with the dribble, guarded. Now will set the trap. Chambers gets it back out to D'Angelo Hunter. Now back to Chambers. Now McCullum out to set the ball screen. And did a much better job of defending that. And now dribble picked up into the corner. This is D'Angelo Hunter for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, and Kier Anderson will be fouled. So he'll go to the line. And foul call on Ladarius Chester, that's his first. At the free throw line will be Kier Anderson for 2. That's the 19th foul, as Anderson's free throw good. Second free throw also good. And that cuts the Lee lead to 5. Cross-court pass to Jenkins. He'll work it across. Jenkins gets it over to Edwards. Edwards goes inside, lays it in. (63-56). 7-point Lee College lead. As they'll set the trap. They get to over to McCullum. Now back out. Jamar Martin will come in at the next whistle for Navarro. Chambers. Now ball stolen away by Jenkins. And Jenkins going the other way and slams it down with the right hand. And another timeout taken by Mike Landers. 3:59 left to play. 65-56. Lee College with the lead on the Premier Sports Network.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents in Texas and let one of them tell you about auto insurance discounts. See a Good Neighbor State Farm agent today to see how switching to State Farm for Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40% can lead to Texas-size discounts for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is
Discounts only apply to certain coverages.
65-56 as once again Mike Landers forced to use a timeout. He only has 1:30 left. As Lee beginning to pull away, we saw this do that in the second half at Kilgore. The Rangers had cut a 22-point lead down to 9 a couple of times, but Lee able to gradually pull away with particularly our defense turnovers in the offense. We saw that last time. Reith got the steal, got it ahead to Jenkins got the steal actually, and took it the other way for the layup. And right now, this looks like a very, very special group. They are on the verge of their second. And my sound muted there for a second. This is right now a lead team. Look like they're on the verge of some very, very special things. As we have 3:59 left to play. Some of the folks starting to leave here at Corsicana. Still plenty of time here for the Bulldogs, but time beginning to run out. 65-56 lead with the 9-point lead. Remember, they trailed by 3 at the half and were down by as many as 10. So this has been a 19-point swing here for the Runnin' Rebels. I'll just set the trap once again. Now ball sticked away by Jenkins. It looked like it might have deflected off of Anderson, but they'll say out of bounds to Navarro. It'll be Calvin Anderson, the inbounds. 3:49 left to play. 21 on the shot clock. Inbounds. Now back out to Chambers. Chambers looks for the drive. Mark pass tip. Jenkins trying to get it and trying to save it. And it will be another turnover against Navarro, their 10th of the half. Now Coleman tries to feed it to Edwards, but the pass is taken by Chester to keep it alive. And now Lee will try to calm team down. Don't want to run some time. In fact, a timeout is going to be taken by Roy Champagne with 3:27 left to play. And it's 65-56. Rebels with the lead on PSM.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless.
I have a family of 4, so every penny.
Lee has the basketball and a 9-point lead with 3:25 left to play. Back out to Coleman as they see what Lee wants to do here on offense. They're spraying the floor. Coleman picked up by Chambers. Coleman gets around. Coleman right to the rim. And the whistle. Now they're going to say out of bounds. I'll say knocked out of bounds by Navarro. 3 to shoot. As Jenkins will get into Edwards. He'll fire up a 3. No good. And McCullum will tip the rebound over to Chambers. And we'll have a whistle and a 2-shot foul with 3:01 left to play. Foul on Jenkins. Number 2 on Jenkins. That's 10 team fouls, so the Navarro will be shooting 2 the remainder of the game. Conrad Chambers at the line. Free throw is good. All 3 of Chambers' points have come from the free throw line. 65-57. 8-point Lee College lead. Second free throw is also good. Whitehead checks back in, coming in for Calvin Anderson. And that ball is going to be stolen away. Pass tipped, but stolen back. So here comes Lee College, under 3 minutes left to play, 65-58. Jenkins gets into the lane. Jenkins now back out. Chester will fire up a jumper. Good. Ladarius Chester with a big shot right there. And Lee College will take the full timeout. 2:38 left to play. Lee up by 9 on the Premier Sports Network.
You're listening to the exclusive home of Lee College Athletics, PSN, the Premier Sports Network. Located in the heart of Conroe, Don Peak Motor Company is your place for the real, genuine hometown deal. Whether you need a car, truck, or SUV, fast and easy credit terms are available on the cleanest pre-owned vehicles around. Go by and see the gang at Don Peak Motor Company, located in downtown Conroe at 128 Frazier, 2 blocks south of Highway 105, or call Mark or Barbara on their toll-free line at 936-441-2111. Don Peak Motor Company, your hometown pre-owned vehicle dealer.
67-58, Lee with a 9-point lead as we come back from the timeout. Again, Lee College next game will be Saturday, 6 o'clock tip-off, 5:30 pregame here from the Lee College Sports Arena as they'll take on Bossier Parish. As Navarro will have the basketball. We had a turnover down on Navarro's offensive end, but they were able to force the turnover back the other way and convert on the big jumper by Ladarius Chester. As Chambers looks to work it across the half-court line. As now they'll trap. Chambers caught in the trap, and he'll just get the pass off to Whitehead. Now back to Chambers, 15 to shoot. Back over to Whitehead, won't take the three. Now he'll drive, he'll scoop it up, Wade off, and McCullum with the rebound, lost it. I'll say, wow, look like it went off McCullum. The ball will stay with Navarro. Ball did not hit the rim, so the shot clock down at 6. 2:14 left to play. Inbounds. Here's a three-pointer put up and good by Kier Anderson. Keeps the Bulldogs in the game, 67-61. Now back out to Coleman. Down to Farmer on the block. Farmer going up. Won't get the shot to go. And the rebound coming down to Jamar Martin. And Chambers back out to Anderson. Anderson looks for the drive baseline. Anderson gets into the lane of Martin. Kicks it back out. Calvin Anderson for three. And back-to-back threes by Navarro has the lead down to 3. 67-64. Lee needs a bucket here with 1:26 left to play. Look inside, it's going to be stolen away. Navarro can tie the game with a 3. And here's a 3. Good! Kier Anderson. And what a turn of events here as Navarro's come back with 9 in a row. Duop Breath in the corner, won't take the 3. 1 minute left to go here in regulation. Over to Jenkins, 10 to 15 to shoot. Now on the baseline for Farmer. Farmer. Now back out to Jenkins. He'll fire up a 3. Jenkins off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Farmer. And they called a foul on Farmer. Wow. As Farmer picks up his 4th. And Navarro can take the lead. About a minute ago, it was a 9-point lead. 3 consecutive threes hit by Navarro. .67 all, as at the line, Conrad Chambers for 2. Free throw is good for Chambers. And 10 in a row by Navarro to take a 1-point lead, 68-67. Reith is out and Edwards is back in. Well, you got to give this Navarro team a lot of credit. They all of a sudden started knocking down threes, and they got them right back in the game. Second free throw also good. 69-67. They'll get the inbounds now to Chester. 11 in a row by Navarro. They'll swing it over to Coleman. Back to Chester. Chester to Coleman. Coleman. Now to Jenkins. Almost stolen away. Jenkins with 10 to shoot. Kicks it back out to Coleman. Deflected. Coleman's got it. Coleman sticks for 3. Coleman off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by McCollum, out of bounds, and it'll go back over to and Lee College will take a full timeout with 15.5 seconds left to play. 69-67, Navarro leading on the Premier Sports Network.
Baytown's Lee College is the perfect answer for your no future blues. Lee College is really affordable, close to home, and has over 100 fields of study. It's one of the most affordable in the Gulf Coast area. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, Lee College has exactly what you're looking for. Proudly serving Baytown and the surrounding communities since 1934. Log on to their website at www.lee.edu or call 281-425-6260. That's 281-425-6260. Lee College. Absolute Lee.
Lee will have possession of the basketball. As we come back from timeout, 11-0 run sparked by 3 consecutive threes, 2 by Kiera Anderson, another one by Calvin Anderson. It'll be Coleman, Edwards, Reith, Jenkins, and Chester, the 5 on the floor. In fact, Chester's out. Farmer is in. We have still has 2 full timeouts left. And you hear this crowd very much back into this game. As they get the inbounds pass to Farmer. Shot clock is off. Farmer inside, goes off the shot, no good, rebound tipped up. Farmer's got it, goes back up in traffic, and got it blocked away, no foul called. And we're gonna go down to the other end. And Farmer fouls out. It goes McCollum on the block. And Conrad Chambers will go to the line. As the Darius Chester checks back. This will be a tough one to swallow here for Lee. They were up 9. About 2 minutes left to go in the ball game, but you got to give Navarro a lot of credit. They did not give up the fight here. And they are in position to pull off an improbable come-from-behind victory. 69-67. Free throw from Chambers is good. 70-67. And this free throw right here would make it a 2-possession game. A 12-0 run by Navarro. And the second free throw good for Chambers. 71-67. What a furious comeback here by Navarro. And Navarro's going to go guard full court here. They'll get it into Coleman. Coleman over to Edwards. He'll fire up a 3. No good. And that's going to be the ball game. Again, a tough one to swallow here for Lee College as Navarro scores the final 13 points of the ball game, and the Navarro Bulldogs defeat the Lee College Running Rebels. The final score, Navarro 71, Lee College 67. Back with the postgame show on the Premier Sports Network.
Take a trip to Mexico with a visit to Iguana Joe's Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Tex-Mex food and a festive atmosphere await you and your family at Iguana Joe's. Traditional menu items to please the palate include tasty beef and chicken fajitas and a variety of tempting enchiladas. Numerous specialty choices are available, including Iggy's favorites. And don't forget the complimentary red and green salsa and chips that get your meal off to a delicious start. Full-service catering is available for you on your next function. Iguana Joe's is near you in Mont Bellevue at 9030 Highway 146. Or give the to-go line a call at 281-576-5618. in Crosby at 6519 Farm Market 2100. Or give the to-go line a call at 281-328-6100. On Beltway 8 at 5710 East Sam Houston Parkway North. Or give the to-go line a call at 281-860-0700. Iguana Joe's, authentic Mexican food right in your neighborhood.
I come to the neighborhood Walmart a lot. It's a grocery store, but without all the other household items, so you're getting exactly what you need at a lower price.
It's a lot quicker to flow through the aisles. I find the prices are unbeatable.
I'm here all the time for everything, produce, vegetables.
I work full time. I have 2 children. I'm on the go constantly. So having affordable products to buy for our children is priceless.
I have a family of 4, so every penny counts.
Every minute counts when you're trying to get the kids home and then, ready for school the next day.
The biggest thing with this place is it's very convenient. I enjoy shopping here.
And the final scoring for the ball game for Lee College. They were led by Tony Farmer with 17 points, 15 in the ball game for Brandon Jenkins, 13 for Ladarius Chester, 9 points apiece for Andre Edwards and Tim Coleman, 4 points for Duop Reith. For the Navarro Bulldogs, they were led on the night by Kier Anderson with 16 points, 11 apiece for Tyler Whitehead and Jamar Martin, 10 for Eric McCullum, 8 points for Conrad Chambers, 2 for D'Angelo Hunter, 8 points for Calvin Anderson, and 3 for Cameron King, and 2 for Nick McCoro. It was Navarro outscoring Lee in the second half 36-35, but it was the final 13 points of the ball game going to the Navarro Bulldogs as they overcome a 9-point deficit and they come back and get the 71-67 victory. We're back with more here from Corsicana, Texas on the Premier Sports Network.
In today's tough times, you need an economic advisor you can trust to be there looking out for your financial future. Edward Jones Investments representative Robert Sitton is that ally to help steer you down life's winding path as you grow older and your financial needs change. Whether you're an individual looking for stock market advice, newlywed setting up for a rainy day nest egg, getting an early start on saving for your child's college tuition, or is it time to set up that 401k retirement fund? Let Robert Sitton give you the financial knowledge to make sound decisions with your investment dollar. Look.
And back here on the post-game show, and I am joined by head coach Roy Champagne, and a really tough one to swallow because your kids did so many things to win the ball game, but just give them a lot of credit for making the comeback. But again, tough one to swallow.
That is. And we did everything we needed to do to weather the intensity, and I have a splitting headache. It's as loud as it could be in here with the band and 80 million cheerleaders. So it's tough. It's tough. I mean, we did everything we needed to do except win the basketball game. We can harp on negatives. Obviously, free throws would be nice to have. Just even on a consistent basis, we missed way too many in the first half. But, again, at the end of the day, we need to try to trust. We didn't trust right there at the end. We tried to do too much on our own and play. We're too good. That one guy doesn't have to do it. They can play off of each other, and then whoever ends up making the play, makes the play. So it's unfortunate. That's going to sting. So hopefully we can not have a hangover. That's what we have to. Right. We'll find out if we're good enough to be a championship team, which I truly, truly believe we have. We showed that tonight by doing what we needed to do on the defensive end to make some things happen. We got them very uncomfortable, and then I don't know how we let guys get loose. I don't know what we over concerned ourselves with, but give them credit. They made the shot when they needed to make the shot, and they made their free throws consistently all throughout the night. I mean, if they wouldn't have made their free throws, it'd have been tough. I thought, again, when you look back on games like that, there's always a unique thing that happens, and obviously Duop Reith playing barely any minutes is a unique situation. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. So it's unfortunate. It would have been nice to win this game.
And Tony Farmer is the guy who showed up and really played like a man tonight.
Yeah. Tony's a good player. Tony's one of those guys that has to trust a little bit more. And if he trusts more, the game will be easier. Tony's fighting the game. And I think if he just trusts his teammates, trusts the bench, and lets the game come to him, he'll be fine. He is a much, much more focused guy on the road than he is at home. I need to figure out why that is, because we need that intensity from him all the way through. And obviously, I gotta get him in the gym and figure out a way to get him confident at the free throw line, because he's going to get fouled. Well, except at the end, but he's going to get fouled, and he needs to be confident when he goes to the free throw line.
A little bit of contact here on that.
A little bit.
And then Brandon Jenkins, Coach Big Seal, he likes to gamble defensively. A couple of times it paid off for you. You go the other way with turnovers.
If you have talented players, you have to let them be who they are, and Brandon just, you got to let Brandon do what he does, and. I thought he brought a tremendous amount of intensity to the game tonight also.
And you talk about you got Bossier Parish coming up on Saturday, and that could be a trap game. You look at their overall record, and they're not been very good. And obviously, you should beat them, but you got to be ready to play.
Well, if we're a championship team, we're going to beat the hell out of them. So we're going to find out what we got.
Well, tough loss tonight, and we'll see you Saturday. That's going to do it here from we're going to go ahead and get out of here. As again, Lee falls in this one 71-67. Next up for the Running Rebels will be a home game next Saturday. They'll take on the Bossier Parish Cavaliers.
Broadcast presentation.
Wraps things up here from Corsicana. A tough loss tonight for Lee as they give up the final 13 points of the ball game, and it is Navarro with the win 71-67. Until Saturday for Lee College basketball, this is Colin Mickle from Corsicana, Texas, wishing everybody a safe and pleasant Wednesday night.
You've been listening to a special sports presentation of the Premier Sports Network, the new generation of sports broadcasting, and a proud part of the Premier Entertainment Group. All rights reserved.